Well, Marty, we'll talk about Blackburn in a moment, but of course the transfer window closed at 11 p.m. on Thursday night. 3 new players coming in the shape of Michael Frey, Isaac Hayden and Joe Hodge. How pleased are you with the work that's been done?
We had a difficult situation during the window. We knew about the restrictions. We knew about it was not easy for the club to find the right profiles as well, according to our limitations financially. So I think the club has done a very good job identifying players that actually we could afford, that actually had the desire as well, which was a very important part in the situation where we are in the table. We really need players that wanted to play for QPR, that wanted to assume the challenge and assume the situation where we are, and I think that has been the case. So I'm very pleased with these 3 players that they really want to show the qualities, they really want to help the team, and yeah, I think it's a very good window according to the situation where we are.
We've added to defensive midfield with Isaac Hayden, we've added to the attacking midfield with Joe Hodge, and we've added to an out-and-out striker in Michael Frey. Were they the key areas for you?
Yeah, we identified when we arrived, it was more about knowing the players, but over time, of course, we identified there were some areas that we wanted to strengthen, and from there we did the job together with the club in terms of trying to find the right profile. As I said, it has not been an easy task because of the limitations, but at the same time, I think we found players that can help us in the areas that we wanted. I think that Isaac has a huge experience in the Premier League and in the Championship. He knows how it is to play games in Championship. He knows how it is to promote in Championship. He's a very good midfielder, positional sense, tactically very smart, strong defensively. I think that Joe is a more type of what I call number 8. He's a bit more box to box, a player that can float a little bit in between lines, very, very comfortable in possession. Both of them, Isaac and Joe, are very progressive on his actions. They can break lines, Joe especially can drive through, can really help us in the way we want to attack, we want to establish. I always say that if you have longer possessions, then it's easier as well to regain the ball quicker because you are better positioned in the pitch. And I think that both of them can be good in this, what we call this counter-pressing situation, this when we lose the ball, the moment that we try to regain. And then Michael is a very good player in the last third. So I think we have been a team that we have been able to arrive to the last third a lot during the games, but perhaps not produce the number of chances that we could have. And this is about box occupation, this is about improving certain areas, and I think that Michael can provide this.
And in the case of Joe Hodge, he was on the bench for Wolves on Thursday night against Manchester United. He then travelled straight after the game to get down to London because he wants to give himself every chance of being in your squad for Saturday, which is an incredible demonstration of desire on his part. But crucially, has he been successful in terms of that? Do you plan to have all 3 involved in your squad for Saturday?
The idea is that quality players are always welcome, and if they are ready, they feel ready. Having conversations with all of them during the day yesterday, and Michael, of course, is different because he has been here already for some days. But we feel that they can help the team, and it's not only on the pitch but off the pitch. I think it's going to be a boost of energy for everybody because they are so committed. They come with fresh energy, and yeah, they will be involved. And I'm sure that if we need them, they can play minutes for us.
And now that the window is out of the way, it's almost a side factor, but it's a more important factor, and that is Blackburn on Saturday. A crucial game, a significant game.
All the games are very important for us, and always the next one is the most important. So I think we have been preparing the game despite all this situation about the window transfer, with full focus. I think the guys have been really good to understand that our last game against Huddersfield perhaps was not the performance we wanted. So I think it was a bit of sense of disappointment, despite the late score and a draw that at the end can be very, very important. I think that the team wants to prove that we can perform, we can play better. And we know that Blackburn is a team that when they do good things, when they play at their best, they're a very good side. But it's true as well that they are struggling a little bit defensively, that they can have right now not the best trend, which makes them, in my opinion, even more dangerous than ever. But at the same time, we want to give us an opportunity to prove that we want to improve the last performance.
You mentioned the performance against Huddersfield. The performances against Watford and Millwall were both really encouraging. Why do you feel the performance wasn't there against Huddersfield?
It's a combination of things. And actually, football is a simple sport, but very complex because there's a lot of factors that can affect a game. I always tend to think that the most important reason is what happened in the pitch, what is happening in the game. And I think that basically Huddersfield did a lot of good things in the way they press. They were very good at stopping our tempo all the time. The times that we succeed to beat the pressure, they managed some way to make a free kick or to stop our flow, and we couldn't get into the game the way we would like to. It's something that we need to get better at, so no complaints about the opponent tries to do the best way they think they know. It's our task to make sure that we are better than whatever is the strategy the opponent has. And in that sense, we know that we struggle a bit with the high pressure. The game became a little bit up and down. We had to kick longer than what we are used. We couldn't play through them, and that makes difficult things for us. So probably that was the main thing. We need to improve. We need to get better. No excuses, and that's why I'm saying that I see a team that is eager to work hard during the week, because they want to prove that was just a bump in the road, and that we want to get back to the level of performance we had, as you said, for instance, against Watford or against Millwall.
Blackburn are on a difficult run of form at the moment. Do you expect it to be a nervy atmosphere at Ewood Park?
I think that all the games, the closer it gets to the end of the season, this tension is there for all the teams. Probably the ones that are in mid-table, it's a bit different, but the situation where we are, where Blackburn is, 3 points are massive. So for us, I'm sure that the team knows about the importance of the result, but at the same time, I'm trying to remind everybody that the best way to get the results is focus on the performance. When we play good football, when we create chances, when we do our job, results will come. We can be unlucky one day, we can be not successful another day, but over time, when a team is playing consistently good football, you always get the results, and that's where my focus is.
And in terms of team news, you've suggested that you may have 3 new faces travelling up to Blackburn. In terms of people already in the building, Reggie Cannon came off in the first half against Huddersfield. How is he?
He's doing well. He got actually a kind of bad feeling in that action during the game. So he lost a little bit the strength in the groin area, and he couldn't keep pushing. But after a while, I think the medical has done a very good job during the week, and he has been feeling good the last few days. So he has been training with the group both yesterday and the day before. So we expect him to be completely ready for the game.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.